Tecia, we're here. Obviously, it's been a little bit since we last saw you, so I guess, how's life been since, your last performance in the octagon?
Life's been pretty great. My daughter's growing up very quickly. They say don't blink, and that's 100% true. Just enjoying being a mommy with my wife, and went through the grind for the last 8 weeks during fight camp.
Before we get into your fight, I think I saw you brought her to Fenway for the first time, so how was that?
It was awesome. Actually, it was not her first time at Fenway. Last year, it's okay. For my birthday, we went to the Morgan Wallen concert thinking, at that time, I'm Mama Bear more than Raquel. I think sometimes we're protecting Raquel. I was protecting Alea. And we sat in the stairwell because she was too little. We were too close with our tickets and stuff. So her second experience was an actual game, and that was really fun. She enjoyed it. She liked the little baseballs and foams that they gave her or whatever, but it was a good time.
Did she understand what was happening, or was it just excitement all around?
Who knows if she understood, but she had a good time. She was smiling. She enjoyed it.
Well, and looking at your fight on Saturday, and I'm sure you've been asked this a million times, but what do you think of fighting the same car as Raquel?
In the beginning, didn't really care for it because I get anxiety for myself, and then for her it's even more so. So my only thing is I would like to fight first, and for us it happens where I fight first, and then I can get my W and worry about her after.
And obviously you're matched up with Carla, a person that you obviously have history with. I'm curious, are you surprised it took this long for you guys to match up again in an actual UFC fight, not like an exhibition matchup?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, for a long time now, I've fought all the champions in my weight class. Yeah, it was bound to happen again. It's awesome that it's, her going away fight. I'll give it a nice going away for her present.
Were you surprised she announced it kind of so far out from the fight? Because some people don't like announcing it because then that's the question they always get. They kind of decide in the octagon. So are you surprised that she announced it kind of so far out?
No, Carla has never been anyone I feel to keep secrets or anything like that. She's pretty by the book.
And obviously Raquel and Juliana, their issues stems from the Ultimate Fighter when they had to share a ring. Did you have any issues with Carla when you guys were in the Tough House?
Prior to Carla having a child, she wasn't my favorite, if I'm being honest. No, just because in the house, we were all young, and I felt like I didn't stand up for myself enough, and she was one of the girls that weren't as nice to me, and just over the years things have been said about me, particularly my body, and she has been one of them who has in the past said I took steroids or whatnot. I think she quickly changed her mind after I had a baby and I looked the exact damn same, and now she's super nice. We just talk mom talk, it's cool. I'm letting it go, but I do remember that, I don't forget it.
But she hasn't come up to you and said, there hasn't been a formal apology for it?
No, I mean, if you want to give it to me, Carla, you can give it to me, but it's all good. Yeah, I'm just genetically gifted, I work hard. At one point I was the most tested athlete in the United States. In the UFC, I've probably been tested over 80 times, never had an issue. Just freak of nature.
Sure. And then last one for me, you've had some issues being on the wrong end of split decisions lately. Carla can make fights, she can make fights in split decision type of fights. So I guess, how do you see this fight playing out? What do you think you need to do to not, force another split decision?
Yeah, the split decisions have hurt me. It's hurt more the loss than anything than getting punched or kicked by these girls or whatnot. I truly believe I've won those last two fights. But for Carla, her game plan is to take me down. That's her way to winning, is take me down, hold me down. I don't see that happening. I believe I'm stronger, faster. I have really good movement, ring knowledge, IQ. We've both been fighting for a long time. My striking is a lot better than hers. Yeah, so I just feel like I'm going to stuff all her takedowns, keep it striking. If it does go to the ground, I'm fine with that. I'm not scared of her jiu-jitsu or anything like that. I think she's a great fighter overall, but I don't think her skills match up to mine.
She's right over here. Yeah. Is Raquel going to be in your corner or anything like that?
No, Raquel won't be in my corner.
Also, what is it like just being married to a UFC champion? Obviously, you being a fighter yourself as well.
We've been together for the past 8 years. We've had lots of ups and downs as any relationship, and being in the same sport and the same occupation has had its benefits and its pullbacks. But we've gotten to a point where now we're able to manage it and get through with our days great, and I love it. Having somebody who understands the grit, the grind that it takes to be in this sport at this level is awesome. In the beginning, we used to train together a lot, but over the years, we found out separating our camps is best for us, especially for me. I'm very emotional. I'd say she helps me out more than I help out her. She can be a great partner for me. For her, I'm not big enough, you know. She needs to go with the guys to get a good go. But as far as being with the UFC champion, it's awesome. I'm proud of my wife, you know. I've been there for 8 of her 14 years of her career. We both came up from the Ultimate Fighter. You know, I know what it took to get to this point, and it's just inspiring for me. You know, I'm still, you know, getting at it. I feel like I got one more good run in me, and I feel like I can make it happen for myself too. I just need to, I don't know, switch some things up, being meaner or something. Like, I have the skill, you know. I've never been finished. I've never been truly beaten up or anything. I've fought the best of the best. It's just timing. My coaches keep telling me, like they told me last night, like, Tecia, you keep getting better. Because I talk to them all the time, like, I don't know, I got like 2-3 more years, like 3 max, I want to have another kid. You just keep getting better, you know? Like, let's worry about that later. So honestly, it's the judges who keep fucking me, if I'm being honest. Like, I go back, I'm like, I don't know who the judges were, but did they go home and they rewatch that fight? They're like, man, I took away opportunity from this girl. I took away money from this girl. Like, that sucks. I wish I could have done something different. So I kind of wish we had universal, like, where they tell you the score afterwards. You know how Victa does it? That'd be awesome. Because then, like, as an athlete, I know, like, oh, okay. But nonetheless, I'm excited. My wife is amazing. I'm ready to get my hand raised and then get back there if she wants me back there with her. If not, I'll be in the crowd with my family. We got about like 40, 50 people out here waiting to support us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Tecia, I'm just curious, how difficult was it for the two of you to be in fight camp at the same time and also be mothers?
Yeah, we fought before together, but this is a different different thing. Time management was very important. When they say it takes a village to raise a child, it really does, and I learned that through this fight camp. You know, Raquel's mom, Leia's Coco, as she likes to be called, and her best friend really helped us. Her mom had her twice a week, overnight. Her friend had her 3 or 4 times during the week, during the day, and we would just switch off. Raquel would train, and then I would train. I would drop off the baby in the morning, she'd pick up the baby in the evening, and it really worked for us. It sucked a little bit because, you know, we want to be around our daughter all the time, but that just made it work, and it made things less stressful for us because we were able to get some errands done during the day as well in between training sessions. Overall, it went really smooth, and I'm grateful for the help we had.
And is it kind of a positive in the negative of the fact that you were both in camp at the same time, that you'll both be off at the same time, you'll both be recovering at the same time?
I didn't look at it like that, but that sounds great because we're definitely ready for a little vacation. We normally go to Florida and visit her family and my family. So that's what we plan on doing after this, and enjoying Halloween. We have our daughter loves Bluey, so we're going to be the Bluey family for Halloween. I'm excited for that, and I'm just excited for a little break, you know. I'm not getting any younger. I'm grateful I don't have, you know, many injuries or anything like that, but I need a break.
Thank you.
Tecia, right over here, your opponent, Carla Esparza, is coming back from what we can kind of say maternity leave, and this is something that you experienced as well, you know, pretty recently too. What do you believe to be some of the biggest hurdles that one has to overcome to make this transition back to fighting?
Well, number one is just getting your body used to be getting hit again and moving. For me, I had a C-section, so it was a little bit different. I don't think she had a C-section, but I don't know how her journey went. For me personally, the cardio getting back, you know, after 2 years of not being in there like I normally am every day. My pelvic region, like movements, fast twitch movements were very hard. They hurt in the beginning. I wasn't able to make the turnaround. Like some girls, they do 5-6 months, like awesome for them, but there's no way I could have got hit in my, you know, my lower region at that time. I think I took the appropriate amount of time off. I felt great in my last fight. It's just, you know, the judges didn't see it that way, I guess. But yeah, and maybe for some people it's weight because, you know, you gain a lot of weight. I gained 38 pounds, but luckily I lost it very quickly. Yeah, your body just getting back and getting used to getting hit again, I feel like.
And last for me, how has having your young daughter in your life influenced you or given you an extra push within your fighting career?
It's amazing. Everything I do is for her and my wife now, you know, our little family. I want her to look back on this one day and just be like so proud of her moms, how strong we were, how awesome we are as people, and just how great we are to her. You know, she has a beautiful life. She's experienced so much in the past 16 months that she has no clue, you know. She's loved by many. Yeah, she's my everything.
Just over there. Do you feel that this fight's going to be any different with this being Carla's retirement fight?
I think she's gonna be same old Carla, same thing, coming in with some like drop, you know, here, going for the takedown or try to catch my leg and take me down that way. I'm not saying she's not gonna take me down, she might, but I'll get right back up. I'll stuff a lot of her takedowns. I'll use my movement. Yeah, like I said, the key to her winning is holding me down, but I don't see that happening. There's not been a girl who's been able to do that. I've been able to get up and do what I want to do.
Okay. And how do you think Raquel's going to do against Juliana?
I was just gonna beat her, just gonna smash her. Like, I know some people are Juliana trained, some people aren't, but Raquel's just so ready, man. I watch her spar. She doesn't spar girls for a reason. She hits hard, she has great submissions. I don't think Juliana has a prey. I think for Juliana, the only way she does it is her straight grit, because Juliana is, she can take a punch, she can go 5 rounds, and she'll continue to fight. But I see Raquel's hand getting raised, whether it's in, stoppage or goes to 5 rounds.
And just last one, how do you think the main event goes between Pereira and Roundtree?
I'm a fan of Pereira, so I'll go with him. But honestly, they're both great fighters, great athletes. I wouldn't be mad if anyone ended up winning.